Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy. I am a Stamping Up demonstrator in Metro, Ohio, stampwithleigh.com, and thank you for joining me today. And today what I want to feature is just a very fast and easy card, and that what my focus on is the strips of designer series paper. And these are very narrow strips, and they're half an inch wide. But this is a great way if you have scraps of your designer series paper and to use them up, to make good use of all of that gorgeous designer series paper. So this was a card that was made at a recent class I had, but today for the video we're just going to change it up just a little bit. So what we are starting with is 4 1/4 by 11 piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock. I've scored that in the center, and I'm going to fold that and burnish with my bone folder. And I have already gone ahead and taken my basic white cardstock, added my strips of designer series paper. I don't know if you can see, but I ran that through the time-worn type embossing folder just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. All of the measurements for this card will be listed right after the video. So we have this that I'm going to add to my card base. There it starts. Would be nice if they made, if Tombow made this, their liquid adhesive in a clear bottle so you could see when you're running out instead of you just constantly shaking and shaking, shaking the bottle, waiting for the glue to come out. And we're just going to add that to the center of our panel. And then off camera, so you wouldn't have to listen to my heat tool, I went ahead and heat embossed this with black embossing powder. On this card, what do we use? Blackberry Bliss was what we used for to stamp the birthday greeting. And on this one, I'm just, like I said, changing it up just a little bit, not much. I used the Versamark ink and the black embossing powder. So what we're going to do is just snip the ends on a diagonal. And then I think for this one, I'm just taking another piece of scrap Daffodil Delight, and I might have to trim that. And I'm thinking I'm just going to add this to the bottom of my greeting. I still need to trim some more. So like I said, I just grabbed a scrap. I'm going to add that to the bottom of my greeting. Just to give it a little bit more. You know what? Let me try angling this like I did on, I just not thought of that, like I did on my greeting. So let's do an angle and see how that works. I think I like that better. Okay, so I have that attached, semi-straight. I can't draw straight lines, so I don't know what would possess me to think I could attach something in a straight line. Let's see if I got some dimensionals here. Just gonna pop this up. Using my dimensionals. Remove the backing. So again, like I said, this is a great way to use up your scraps of designer series paper. And don't be afraid if you see a card, especially the layout, a card layout that you like, don't be afraid to add to that and change it up to see what you can come up with. And next we're going to add some glossy dot assortments. This is all part of the Hues of Happiness suite. The greeting is from the Happiness Abounds. The scraps of Designer Series paper is the Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper. And the glossy dots are also part of that suite. And a suite is, it's just one order number for the products in that suite. And the Happiness Abounds does have coordinating dies with that. But I'm just using the greeting. So here's my piercer. So we're just going to add some glossy dots to this card, just for a little bit more, added dimension and elements. And there you have it. Fast, simple, easy, and a great way to use up your scraps. Scrap Designer Series paper, my basic white here, I fished out a scrap and cut that down and used it. And again, my Daffodil Delight that I added just for something a little different, again, was another scrap I had that I just cut down. So go through, especially your Designer Series paper, see what you have, and come up with a very fast and easy card. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Bye.